Hi, Melissa here at Paper Truly. This tutorial will show you how to assemble our Tato origami pocket, which we use as an inner envelope to hold invitation and insert cards that are about 5 inches to 5¼ inches square. And then this inner envelope, the pocket, fits inside of a 6½ inch outer envelope. Now it takes about 2 minutes to assemble each pocket, which goes much quicker if you can find some friends to help you. Now when I do assembly, I find that it really speeds things up to not fold one whole pocket before moving on to the next whole pocket. I find that it's really quick to do all of one type of fold before moving on to the next step, and that way you get really efficient and really quick with doing origami. When you receive your order, one pocket will be folded for you as a guide, and the rest will be a pile of 12-inch square pieces of paper that are on a text weight paper. Now these will not come pre-scored. As with origami, all of the scoring will be done by hand. To fold these in the most efficient way, here are the tools that you will need. So you need a long 18-inch ruler. I like using the metal kind, and I also like flipping them over like this because I have more control over them. You will need a flat scoring tool, which is also called a bone folder. And you will need a, this is sometimes called a ball stylus, or a scoring tool that has sort of a blunt but pointed edge, or another tool that has a blunt pointed edge that when you press it to the paper it won't cut through the paper or press too hard on the paper. And you can find all of these tools at your local craft supply store or Amazon. Okay, step 1, fold the square in half. Make sure your corners are aligned. Step 2, we're going to make a score from the top left corner to the bottom right corner, and we're going to use our ruler to align that. Take your blunt pointed scoring tool and just make a line like that. And fold that up. Then you're going to flip the paper and do the same exact thing to this side. Top left corner to bottom right corner. Use the ruler, align it, and your scoring tool to press it, and then fold it up. I find that the easiest way to do this folding is to kind of use all my fingers and press down with an even pressure. Step 3, we're going to pull out sort of the corners and turn the model to the left a little bit, so that you have these scores going this way, and the center score is creating a valley in the middle. So I'm going to flatten that here, and then I'm going to fold in half, again, just like we did the first time. Step 4, we're going to do the same thing we did before with the ruler and the scoring tool. So I'm going to connect the top left corner to the bottom right corner, grab my blunt pointed tool and make that line there, and then fold it up carefully. I'm going to flip it, do the same exact thing to that side. Top left, bottom right, press that score in there. Step 5, we're going to turn the paper, and then this part that's sticking up, just pull it open. So what you want here when you flatten it is this left side diagonal to be a valley. Step 6, fold on this line, but what we're going to do is make this diagonal right here touch this diagonal right here. So we're going to fold on that line like this, and then I'm going to point my finger to where that diagonal goes this way and kind of makes a point up there. I'm going to point my finger there and take this corner right here, and I'm going to bring this line to touch this line. So keep my finger there helps that. And then align that score to align the edge of that fold behind it. And then poke your finger into this corner and then drag it along this to make that score there. Step 7, you're going to kind of do that again. So you're going to press this smaller flap in and align this edge right here to this edge right here. So I'm going to kind of poke my finger in there and pinch that down a little and kind of push my finger up this way to make sure that that's a good corner, and align that edge to here, and then press down that kind of hidden fold underneath there. Step 8, we are going to do what we just did 2 more times. So we're going to turn the paper 45 degrees and kind of open it up a little bit and do the same thing, like open it up and then do the same exact thing on that long diagonal. So the first part was take that long side to the edge here and press it, and then the shorter flap, press it in just like that. Open it up, turn it again. This is the third side, so we're going to do here, and then fold that over. Make sure this score is aligning with that edge. Press that down, and then again up here. Now you have 3 sides done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make the 4th one. Same exact as we did the other times. But when I go back and close everything up, so it'll be kind of easy to see how that all closes back up. But on the 4th flap, I'm going to lift this center part right here. The center part right here is going to lift up a little bit, and then this part, this score that's popping up here, is going to tuck underneath there like this. Put that flap back down, and you'll see this kind of rounded part right here. So we're going to pop that part. There's a score right here. That score is going to go underneath here. So we're going to pop that in like this, just like that, and then the whole thing is folded. Step 10 is you're going to take your bone folder and just give it one more press through all the edges so that it lays nice and flat in the envelope and stuffs very easily into the envelope. And here is our little origami pocket, which opens and closes very easily and keeps its beautiful shape. Now I'm going to do one more like fluidly all the way through, because for some people all of the narration may not help. So just a fluent fold through so you can watch it in real time. We can do these in a variety of different kinds of papers upon request, or we can even print textures for a multicolor effect. So you can make this design your own, or see any of our other unique stationery items at papertruly.com.